Hey friends, I'm Jamie and I hope you're having a fierce day. Last video, we left Sora Sasaki at age 29 with 10 kids. Our girlfriend Anna has had her second miscarriage. I have Sora try to adopt a child, but were rejected for some reason. I'm sure it has nothing to do with our 10 kids and 2-bedroom cottage. We crank out a ton of extra hours working really hard at the bank. I want Sora to get promoted next year. We also take on a ton of freelance jobs since a lot of kids can get really expensive. We get Anna pregnant, then compliment her and see a movie together. We have a son the following year named Manato, and at 30 years old, Anna and I have been together for 20 years. I somehow forgot that we've been with her since we were 10, that's pretty crazy. As expected, we get promoted to senior banker, we get Anna pregnant again, compliment her, and see a movie. Again, we go hard working at the bank so we can get another promotion. The next 3 years, we get 2 daughters and a son. Ryota, our firstborn, begins upper secondary school. We have another 2 sons and a daughter, and Ryota graduates from upper secondary school. It looks like he isn't going to go to college or start a job. Maybe he's staying at home caring for all of his siblings. The following year, though, he starts as a junior insurance agent, so we don't have to pay for his college tuition since he isn't going. At 37, we have another son. I accidentally clicked threesome, and Anna does not want to have a threesome. Unfortunately, this cuts our relationship in half, but we compliment her, write poems, and give her roses, and that gets us back up to 100% pretty quickly. We have another son, and our son Yu asks us to pay his college tuition. I was expecting this and had Sora work really hard to save up cash so we could do this, so we agree. We do as many freelance jobs as we can in case more of our kids ask to pay in the future. Unfortunately, Anna suffers another miscarriage. We are once again rejected when we try to adopt, and Anna refuses to get IVF. Luckily, she does get pregnant after we try a bunch of times. We have another daughter, and 3 of our kids move out, including our firstborn. We have yet another daughter, and it seems to be getting really difficult for Anna to get pregnant. She finally does, but only after like 25 tries. I'm not sure what we're gonna do if she's no longer able to get pregnant. At 43, we have a baby boy, and another one of our kids move out. We also get our very first grandchild from the son whose tuition we paid for. At 44, our 88-year-old father dies from old age. We have another daughter and pay for another son's tuition, nothing we can't handle financially. Since mom is all alone now, I figure we should do something nice for her, so we get her a Roomba. I'm sure that's a decent filler for the void of her late husband. And here is a pivotal moment. It's become impossible to impregnate our girlfriend, so after 34 years together, we regrettably have to break up with Anna, our childhood sweetheart, our first love, our first and only girlfriend, and the baby mama of 24 children. Thank you so much for your service, you queen. Oh my gosh, this was so heartbreaking. But we must move on. Sora doesn't seem upset at all. His happiness is still at 100%. Somehow, all of our children still love us 100%. I'm surprised they aren't pissed that we broke it off with Anna, but I won't complain. Time to find a new baby maker. We search for young women on a dating app and are paired with a 20-year-old girl named Rinko. Her smarts are really, really low, and she's pretty crazy, so I think she'll be perfect. I feel really bad though. At least with Anna, we were the same age, we got into it together, but we're 44 and Rinko's 20, so we're kind of deciding this poor girl's life for her. After a few tries, she still isn't pregnant, so I suggest IVF, but she refuses. However, the next try, she gets pregnant. We compliment her and see a movie together, as is tradition. At 45, we finally go gray or silver and have our first baby with Rinko, a son named Takeshi. Our son Rio, who I think is our 5th child, comes out as gay, and of course we support him unconditionally. The next year we pay for our daughter's tuition. Honestly, I'm surprised that most of the kids aren't asking for this, because they definitely are going to college, but maybe they got scholarships. We renovate the house, hopefully adding another room to it. We have another 2 daughters and 2 sons. Renko and I have been together for 5 years, which means I think we're almost at 30 babies. At age 50, we have another daughter, and I notice we're at 100% in every stat, which is nuts for Sora's age, especially because we don't really do much to maintain our looks, smarts, or health. However, the next year, our mother dies of whooping cough at 79. My siblings and I each inherited about $250,000, which is crazy because we have like 4 or 5 siblings, so I guess mom was loaded. I had no idea. We have another son and 2 daughters, and at 54, our son Koki dies from a home robbery. This is really sad because I noticed that this was actually the same year he got married, but on the plus side, Rinko and I have been together for 10 years and we have another baby girl. At 55, we pay off our mortgage and have another daughter. The next year we have another daughter and buy Rinko some diamond earrings for all the babies she's had. Our looks took a hit and we're at 75%, so I had Sora get a tummy tuck and it seemed to do just the trick because we're back at 100. The next year we have another daughter and we find an heirloom, a burned Michael Jackson CD worth a whopping $1. I don't know if this really counts as an heirloom. I always thought heirlooms were things passed down through the generations, and Michael Jackson is still pretty modern, so whatever. This is also where I started getting baby name suggestions, so here we go. At 58, we have a baby girl named Nadine and another girl named Loopy. Rinko and I have been together for 15 years. I also noticed that since we started dating, she lost all of her smarts and is at 0%, which is a little bit concerning, but not necessary for breeding. Next, we have baby Aurora and are cured of itchy bottom, which I'm not sure is real. It sounds made up. Anyway, we have a baby boy and I forgot to change the names, so then we had another daughter named Sana. We have another son who, again, I forgot to name. I don't know what it is with the sons. The next year, Rinko suffers her first miscarriage. We've been together for 20 years, but she's 40 now and probably is going to have some trouble with fertility, so we break up with her and match with Mai Kato, a super rich, really pretty 20-year-old photographer. I have no idea why she's with me, and it also says that she's an airman in the Air Force, not a photographer, but I'm in no position to ask questions. However, she refuses to stop taking birth control, so we immediately break it off. Unfortunately, we can't find another young date, and we are rejected for adoption because of our age. Now we can't even find a one-night stand. At 65, Rinko sends us a sext, so we send one back, but she doesn't respond. We get a facelift that isn't successful and get an 100% successful liposuction and are 100% beautiful again. We get paired with a girl 100% smart, so I don't think she fits the mold. Smart people don't have 100 babies. We're then matched with 20-year-old grocer Ria, who's pretty smart, really pretty, and kind of crazy, but she keeps refusing to make love, so we break it off again after giving her $5,000 and 2 bouquets of flowers. We then hook up with an old lady, but she doesn't get pregnant. Then we're paired with a 20-year-old mail carrier, Fuka Gota, who already has 3 kids. She also refuses to stop birth control, and then she refuses IVF as well, so we break it off again after giving her $5,000. Yet another girl refuses to stop birth control, so I hit up Rinko and somehow we manage to get back together with her. We give her $5,000, but it's really hard to get her pregnant, so we take her on a Bahamas cruise where we alert the staff when a man goes overboard. We finally get her pregnant the next year, and then we have a daughter named Anne. Our son comes out as bi and we support him. We get Rinko pregnant and go on a first-class vacation to Italy. We're mugged there and give our wallet away because we can't afford to die when we have so many babies to make. We then have another daughter, Flynn. At 68, we have a son named Ryuk, who's probably going to become evil and take lives. Our kidney hurts, but the doctor says that there's nothing wrong. After a million tries, we get Rinko pregnant again. She refuses IVF, but it looks like pregnancy is still possible. The next year, our sister dies from anthrax, which is really odd. We then have a son named Pearl and agree to pay for our son's tuition. Rinko can't get pregnant anymore, so we start dating a 30-year-old, and she gets pregnant right away, which is amazing. I give her $5,000 and take her to Greece, first class. We have a baby boy named June and a girl named Daisy. Misaki, our current girlfriend, is super fertile. It seems like every time we try for a baby, she gets pregnant on the first try. We have a daughter named Wednesday, and our daughter comes out as gay. Again, we support her unconditionally. At 73, we have a son named Han Swolo because I felt like it. Again, Misaki gets pregnant on the first try, amazing. We have a girl named McDonald's to honor McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich that I just tried. I love it so much because it's like level 100 petty against Chick-fil-A. Each year, I make sure to meditate since I think it raises fertility. Another daughter comes out as gay. I'm surprised that only like 4 of the kids have not been straight since we have 43 children. But anyway, I think this is a good stopping point. This run has been a little bit redundant. It really is just making babies. So let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas on how to spice it up. I only did 3 pictures this time just because the pictures now take so incredibly long because there's so many people in each picture. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next week. Bye!